Hello and welcome to this week's wisdom drop, weekly wisdom. And thinking about where we left off, where I left off last week, I just feel inspired to continue to riff on that, right? So last week we kind of talked about that light bulb moment of, oh my gosh, I actually do create everything. And I'm willing to look at that. I'm willing to look at what I have created that may not be exactly what I desire. Um, and so, what happens after that moment, right? Like you've realized you are always manifesting, right? You even see how the parts of your life you don't want were shaped by unconscious choices, right? Like I was just saying. And then it's just like I say when we talk about awareness, like you can't be unaware of something, right? You've seen it and you can't unsee it. So, really the truth is that this is the part that most people turn back. This is when people are like, no, I'm actually like just going to conveniently push that knowing really far down under the rug and keep going with life because I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to actually take responsibility and onus that I am creating every part of my life, right? Because if I really created this, the mess, the misalignment, the stuckness, right? Then you have to own what comes next. And that is a small percentage of people. So if you're one of those people, like amazing, right? You are in amazing company here in this group. But that's what radical responsibility actually is, right? Like it's not a self-help platitude, right? Like I do feel like the term radical responsibility is thrown around a lot. But what does it actually mean to you, right? And this definitely is not a spiritual bypass, right? Oh, I'm just going to take like I got radical responsibility. And so like, it's all good. I'm good now. I'm going to like totally create from a place, but like nothing actually changes, right? And so like when we're real, right? When it's like the gritty, uncomfortable decision to stop waiting for your life to change and truly start owning your role as the one who can change it through choice. Like, oh my God, right? That is a moment. That is a moment. If you watch the replay of the threshold sessions on, it's my monthly coaching call from this month, from July 2025, we talk about this. We touch on this of like, where is it that there is permission, that we're waiting for permission from the being in the sky, right? We're waiting for permission from somebody to cross a threshold, to act differently. Somebody is going to graduate us, right? And it's like, no, actually, we are graduating ourselves because what's the alternative? So the alternative truly is victim consciousness, which no one would ever say they are choosing, right? Let's get real. So, and that's not really about being, I don't say that to like be dramatic or even say that that's a weak choice, right? It's really just about believing you don't have a choice. And that can sometimes sound like, oh my gosh, like these things just happen to me. Like I don't do anything, or I'm doing all the things right that I should be, but like this stuff still happens. My partner still acts this way. My kids still act this way. My boss still acts this way. Right. Or maybe it sounds like, I don't know, it's just how it is. Right. Like, isn't this just how life is? Maybe it's an I've already tried everything vibe. Maybe it's a I don't know what the F else to do. And so that helplessness is victim consciousness's cousin, right? Because the truth, really, if we are wanting to get like bold and brave, victim consciousness keeps us safe, right? In some way. And it also keeps us small because it makes power feel dangerous and it can make responsibility feel like blame. And if you can sit with the discomfort, of knowing you created whatever it is that you're not enjoying, not from a place of shame, not from a shame spiral, right? But truly from a place of understanding and seeing and recognizing the choice that you have, right? You empower yourself to unlock something so much more valuable than certainty, which, let's get real, what are we actually certain about, right? It's in that moment you unlock choice. And as you've heard me say probably many times, like that's where manifestation comes from, is from choices, right? Patterns of choice. So here's kind of a moment this week, right? Here's your check-in. If you feel like going deeper, you can journal on this. You can just like riff on it with a friend. But where are you waiting to be rescued? Where are you waiting to be rescued instead of reclaiming your role as the creator of your experience? It's a big one, right? It's a big one. And sit with it, mull it over, roll it around, hold it lightly, right? While it's a big one, it can still be playful, right? Get into the sandbox with it, move it around, build a sandcastle, dump it out, get a dump truck, right? Like it doesn't have to be so serious, but it is very worthy of being considered. So, you know, your life doesn't shift when it gets easier. We always want to believe that, right? That it's like, oh, it's easy. And now it's like, no, like think about the birth process. What actually moves the baby through the birth canal is the contraction, is that. And then there's space between, right? We all love the expansion, but truly, you can't have the expansion without the contraction moving you further along. And so the shift, right? The shift happens when you stop outsourcing your power, when you stop outsourcing your creatorhood. And that's radical responsibility. And that's where everything starts to change.